Hello and welcome to True Guidance Tarot. I'm Adriana Teodoro-Dier. I'm a spiritual medium and intuitive reader. I've got a message for Libra, and to let you know how this works, I've asked my guides to bring a message through the cards that is deeply meaningful, powerful, and positive for you this week as you navigate what's going on in your world. And if you are new to the channel, I am really glad and really happy that you're here. I strongly urge you and invite you to subscribe to this channel so you stay in contact with this high vibration information from the other side that is beneficial and helpful as you navigate your week. And if you're returning, I am so excited to share this reading for you. Thank you for your support and thank you for sharing your energy. Let's get straight into your reading. So we have the universe presenting you with the justice energy. This is fight for your cause. This is fight for yourself. This is also your card, Libra. This is the 11 card. It's associated with Libra. We have the scales on either side. That's why. We've also got so much divine energy, so much wisdom, but also there is an impartiality in this card, which talks about you do what's right, you do what's just. It doesn't allow the personal emotions, the personal worries, the personal blah to get involved. I'm sorry, they're talking to me right now, so just give me a second. This is also about following that divine inspiration, no matter what that means, no matter how that changes your world. Also really drawn to this. She's so royal, isn't she? I love this card. So purple behind here, this okay, that's why they were saying divine inspiration. So understand that this keeping your head clear, keeping your emotions cool, keeping a cool head, this is allowing you to really process, receive, and understand deeper what divine inspiration is coming your way. Now you've got the Ace of Pentacles for the next card. What's so fascinating, look how these colors shift. All the divine colors, the intuition and the crown chakra, that all comes up into the up here. I see, okay, because the universe is trying to present you with this pentacle, which is a gift. It is something that is going to be materializing on the earth plane. I have not been able to decide if this is spring or winter in this card, because I can't decide if this bear is coming out of hibernation or just hanging out. Okay, they're talking about this is coming out of hibernation. I wish they would tell me before I start reading. So anyway, this bear is coming out of hibernation. So this idea is waking up. This little sparkle, this being able to have something tangible that you start to see and you start to work with on the earth is starting to come through. It's starting to wake up, but it starts here in the mind as an awareness first. Okay, there's not a waterfall on there. What? Give me a second. They're very chatty today, so we're just going with them. Okay, notice that there's also no water on this card as well. So this idea comes out, the bear wakes up. We've got this new divine inspiration coming through, but the water is staying calm. The emotion is staying removed from this. This is really important. So here comes our water. We're presented with the Ace of Cups into the Three of Swords, and now the Chariot moving forward. So the Ace of Cups is very tied to this pentacle energy. This is coming through the mind. This is the gift from the universe coming through the mind that is going to expand and change and accentuate and benefit your world. But then you're presented here with, now how do we feel about this emotionally? This is reassurance that the changes that you're being asked to make are still connected and aligned with that self-love. And it's the outpouring of love from your soul, from the universe to your physical body. This water just flowing way out of the cup and everywhere. It's kind of like the greenery around is your physical body, and you're receiving all of this nourishment, all of this benefit from that spiritual soul wellspring of love, of just unconditional love. So understand that in this process, you are strongly loved, you are deeply loved. This is not an accident. This is not something to be punished with. And I'll get to that in a second. but I'm kind of trying to preset this into your mind. There's also a salmon on here, up here. So we're talking about nourishment, striving upwards to that spiritual nourishment. Now we come to the Three of Swords, and I asked for some clarification cards about the Three of Swords because the Three of Swords is something that is allowing you to have heartache or giving you a little bit of pause, hesitation. You're kind of like, okay, yeah, all right, I get this, divine energy, inspiration, love, shooting me forward, okay, great. But there's a little part that's like, no, I don't want to go there. It's heart of stone, literally, right? Heart of stone piercing these holes into the tree, and I'm guessing this is supposed to be an oak tree. So these are thoughts, beliefs, worries that are actually sapping you of your life force. And they are putting up an immense block to this chariot figure who wants to push you forward, who wants you to move forward and get you closer to that gift, that divine gift. Divine gifts are, it's not just the physical thing of like, oh yeah, it's lots of money or it's a relationship or it's something, something, something. It's one of those moments where the synchronicities come together so strongly that you feel so connected to the universe and to everything else. You feel special, you feel benefited, and you feel it's like this calm and joy because you know that you're connected and that you matter. That's it. It's like you matter to the universe. And when you think of how big the universe is and how small we can feel sometime, that feeling is so overwhelming of, oh my God, the universe does care about me. Anything I want is possible. That's what we're talking about moving you closer to. With the light and the dark, that's what we're trying to drive. But your mind is resisting this. And I asked for some clarity. These cards are bigger than my other deck, so I'm having a hard time holding them. I asked for some clarity about the Three of Swords for you, and this is really clear. Nine of Swords into the Death, into the Ace of Swords. So it's like another ace, right? We had the Ace of Pentacles, we've had the Ace of Cups, now we've got the Ace of Swords. It's like once I step up and I take this invitation from the universe that destiny is trying to push me forward. I see this destiny trying to push me forward with my chariot. Once I step up and I answer the call, something has to die, my death card. I've got to let go of something. And I have to cease being the way I am, cease acting the way I am, or I have to give up something that I thought was really important to me. I have to give it up. And you react with this, the Nine of Swords. Don't have to be a tarot reader to understand that she's not having a great time, right? Anxiety, nightmare. She can't fathom relinquishing part of herself. This death card is so peaceful and so helpful. She's saying it's not the end. It's a transformation. It's a moment where the old year dies, the old you dies, and the new you comes out. And it's the you that was there all along. It's the you that's always been able to connect to divine. It's just that more of that, I'm seeing like these feathers, like the messy under feathers of a vulture. It's like they're falling off. All of that dark stuff is falling off and the authentic you is stepping forward. But it's that old self that worries about it, that worries about what life will look like when you walk through this new door. Okay, so let's go back to the Three of Swords and see if there's anything else that they want. I know there's something else that they're trying to drive home. All of this is a choice. So I want to say everything that has a sword in it is a choice. So like this one, answering the call of spirit. And these swords are being chosen to, they're being chosen to turn your heart to stone, to close off that portal to the divine. This tree is really a portal. There's so many doors in your reading, so many openings, so many opportunities. But it's like you've decided to seal the door shut by not wanting to go there. And so we go back to this Justice card, which says, when the divine talks to you, when you're inspired by spirit, when you know you're being pushed and invited and shown the way to go a certain direction, you really just have to do it. You have to fight for it because it's the right thing to do. And the worry, the emotional attachment, oh my God, what is this going to be? What am I going to? All of that head activity, it has no place here. So this was your guiding angel, your guiding light, and your protective energy. The thing is, your soul has you. Your soul is not going to ask you to do things that are going to hurt you. It's our ego that does that, really. And I know that for those of you who have been on the spiritual path, it a lot of times means giving up. It means leaving. It means relinquishing. It means doing things that feel like a loss at first, but then when you look in the long term, you see, oh, wait a second, actually, that was a moment of intense growth. Pruning a tree, they're losing branches, but it's so that it's healthy later. Even things like cutting your fingernails or cutting your hair, it's getting rid of old weight that's dead, that doesn't need to be there anymore. And if your body cried every time you cut your hair, do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's all in service of a greater purpose. And that's what your justice card is trying to give you hope about, and to understand that your soul has you, it's protecting you, and it's not going to lead you astray. So pay extra attention to your intuition this week. Every week ought to be like that, right? In a perfect world. But just know that your emotions, especially that nighttime anxiety, is likely to be very high. Whatever you have to do to keep that under control, whether it's meditation, whether it's walking, whether it's making sure, yeah, I suspected she's got her bare feet on the ground, staying grounded so that you don't get swept away in that emotion. That's going to be incredibly helpful and important for you this week. So if you've got questions about that, please let me know. I invite you to check out my website, True Guidance Tarot. I offer readings over Zoom, and I also have an extended support program called the Phoenix Path if you are journeying and you need more support than just like once every once in a while. So I look forward to seeing you next week. Have a good one.